So how do I get started investing? Paano nga ba mag-start mag-invest? Is this the right time to invest? Usually these are the questions we heard whenever we want to invest or whenever we heard an opportunity out there. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 things need to prioritize before we start investing. So let's get started. First that we need to prioritize is our emergency savings fund. So basically, this is the savings that we set aside for emergency. That's why it's called emergency fund. So this savings is normally equivalent to 3 to 6 months of your fixed expenses. So you need to calculate all your expenses within the month, then times 3 or times 6. So these expenses comprise of maybe bills, groceries, anything that you normally pay within a month. The purpose is to serve as a protection whenever, for example, you lost your job or your main source of income, so you have this protection. So you don't have to worry about your expenses for 3 to 6 months. Like for example, this crisis or this emergency that we have right now, it is important to have an emergency fund. And I highly suggest if you could extend from 6 to 12 months or 9 to 12 months, then that would be better. So whenever you use it or you spend it in an emergency situation, then what you have to do is to replenish it. You have to save again for this emergency fund. It has to be your priority. So before you start investing, you must have your emergency fund. Next is health insurance and life insurance. So these two will serve as well as a protection. In health insurance, whenever you have a health-related emergencies, then you are prepared about it. Same with the life insurance. It serves an income protection. Especially for the breadwinner, if you have dependents, then it is a must to have a life insurance. Next is paying your bad debts. Yung mga utang nyo dapat bayaran nyo. Yung mga bad debts. And you must avoid to get loans to invest. There's a risk in it. If the interest rates of these loans outperform the returns of your investment, then there's a big problem. So you must avoid to get loans in order to invest. Next, to prioritize before you do investing is to have a financial or life's goal. You have to set your goal. Always remember that you invest toward a purpose or your goal. Your financial goals, your life goals, your personal goals. So you have to set your goals. So for example, if your goal is to have money, to accumulate money, then there is something wrong. Having money should never be a goal. This is just a tool. Money is just a tool in order for you to achieve your goals. Next is do your research. Do your study. Be educated. So don't just invest because you heard from your friend, you heard from this news that there's an opportunity to invest. That you have to understand about the things or asset that you're investing in, the company and the management behind it, product or services they offered, the returns on investments, or the fundamentals. And if you do your homework, we can avoid these scammers, this scam kind of investment. By that, we can protect our money. Especially, we must avoid or think twice whenever there's an investment opportunity that gives you higher return in a very short period of time, or this too good to be true percentage of return. So we have to be skeptic about it, protect our money, to protect ourselves. So that's it for the 5 things that we must prioritize first before we start investing. First, we must have an emergency savings fund. Second, to have a health and life insurance. Third, to pay our bad debts or loans. Then we must set our financial goals. Then lastly, do your study or your research. So I hope this video gives you an idea what are the things that we must have, we must do, we must prioritize before we do investing. If you are new in my channel and you like this kind of content, please do subscribe, hit the like and the notification bell so you'll get updated whenever I release a new video. Thank you so much for listening and see you next time.